Okay, so today we're gonna mix it up a little bit and we're going to make some protein-packed bagels with 3-ish ingredients. Very rare. So first, you are going to preheat the oven to 375. And then next we're just going to add all our ingredients together. So you're gonna start with 1.5 cups of flour. And then you're gonna go to 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. A little too big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then, oh bless you. Then we're going to add 3 teaspoons of baking powder. We're basically a Trader Joe's sponsor right now if you look at all of our ingredients. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt, which I already measured out. So we'll just add that in. Salt. And that's pretty much it. You're gonna just, now we're going to mix it up, knead it a little bit. I'm gonna start with a spoon and then I'll probably just end up kneading it with my hands like some bread. Just to get it started. And then once I think it's in a good spot, then I'll go ahead and just dive on in there. You really can't combine it too well without actually getting in there with your hands. So what I also like to do before I get started is add a little bit of flour to the surface area in which we will be working in. And as Justin likes to say, don't be stingy on our flour because it's what we need to make sure things don't get sticky. Okay, so flour the hands up, get the ingredients mixed out a little bit better. The hands are floury. Work area is floury. Pick up all the flour in the bowl. Our dough's really cold because obviously the Greek yogurt comes straight from the refrigerator. So what we'll do after we knead this a little bit, move that out of the way. You see we floured this area off here. We are just going to knead the dough just a little bit so it gets into perfect form. Like a little ball right now, like this. And then we are going to let it rise a little bit because it is so cold. We've noticed that like if you wait a little bit longer, like 20 minutes or so, it'll just expand a little bit and it looks a lot better and tastes a lot better when we make it. So in the meantime, we'll get the egg wash ready. Give these hands a little wash. And the egg wash is like obviously very simple because it's just an egg cracked. A little scramble. So it looks like this. And then our seasoning. Trader Joe's, everything but the bagel seasoning. And now we wait. Okay, now that we waited our 15, 10-ish, 20 minutes, it's a good time to like clean everything in the meantime. Now we're gonna jump back into our dough and make them into bagel sizes. So this dough here makes about 4. I mean, you could push 6, but we like our bagels like decent size, like normal size versus little size. So I would say like 4 is a good happy medium here. Obviously some pieces have a little bit more than others because it is in the ball when we cut it. And then this one, piece here. Set those aside while we and now we're just going to start rolling them out. And then I like to do like this like twists here for them to stay. Because if they're not wet enough or if they're too wet, they're not going to stay. And shape them and make them look really pretty. So not only do they look pretty, but they taste pretty, they taste good. And voila, number 1. I also like to use the egg wash on both sides of it. So we'll get our handy dandy egg wash. We'll move this over here a little, like so. And just give it a little egg wash here. To the bottom. And then flip it down. And then we do the next one. Shape it here. That's why I don't like to go much smaller than this, because then the dough's really harder to work with. Voila, number 2. And then all of this will be cooked, so if you get a little bit on your hands, it's not that big of a deal because it's all going to be cooked anyways. Okay, I believe these are bigger ones anyway, so that'll be good. together. Make sure our dough is connecting well. Make sure your hands don't get too much yogurty on them because then they'll get stuck a little bit. This is going to be a good one here. Number 3. All right, and number 4. So see, this face is getting less floury, so always add more flour to your workspace. Got a little fold there. Oh yeah. See, once the dough warms up a little bit, it's like way easier to work with. So the longer you wait and have it proof, the easier it is to do all this fun stuff with it. Voila, last one here. All right, now we're gonna move on over here and put the egg wash on. So, like I mentioned, I like to put the egg wash on the bottom before I put them down on the paper too, parchment paper, just so both sides do get a wash to them. I think it personally makes a difference, but you know, I'm not an expert. And then we just go ahead and egg wash them all. Here, I'm pretty generous with my wash because it is 1 egg per pour, so you're more than likely gonna have some leftovers anyways. So just wash it up. And you do see like they will proof a little bit as you go through this process too, which is really nice. So you know, the longer you wait in the beginning to get started on your dough, the better, because it warms up a bit, and then once you get to the shaping part, it's way easier. See, I get so much left. So yeah, be very generous with it. Probably add a little bit in here and here, and that's about it. All right, now we're gonna switch back to our everything bagel seasoning, and we like a lot of seasoning, so we are just going to drench them in everything bagel seasoning. And bada bing, bada boom. Let's put them in the oven for about 25 minutes.
Okay, it's been about 27 minutes, and we are going to take out the bagels from the oven. Let's do this. Whoa! Look how pretty. Okay, taste tester, I'm calling you in. Look.
Oh, very nice.
Fluffy.
Ooh, very fluffy. Good crunch on the outside too. Look at that. Let's give it a shot. Get a bunch of steam to your mouth. really hot. Some good bubbles in there.
Good?
Good job.
Why not?